All right, what's going on, guys? So in this video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be bringing you the top 5 spring fragrances for men. Okay, so when we think about spring fragrances, we want something that is a little bit more invigorating. We do want it on the fresh side, but we don't mind having a little bit more characteristics as far as scents, as far as the notes are concerned. So what we got is 5 different spring fragrances from the spectrum. We're gonna get right into it, okay? So this first fragrance is from the brand of Chanel, and this fragrance I really love for its projection, also for its sort of potency and for its mint characteristics. So this one here is called Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extrême. Okay, so Allure Homme Sport Eau Extrême is gonna be a fresh, invigorating scent that has notes of orange. It's gonna have some sea breeze. It's gonna have some tonka bean. It's also gonna have some peppers in it. Okay, so you got peppers, tonka bean, orange, mint, and then you also have some musk and sandalwood in there. So put simply, this is one where you first spray it, that projection, and it doesn't have an ambroxan in it either, but even despite that, it's still gonna have a really nice presence to it, a really nice projection to it. The only downside to this fragrance is that it does not last the longest. Okay, you're getting about 3 to 5 hours really, then you're gonna have to respray it. But when you do spray, you're definitely gonna leave a lasting impression. I would use this one for sort of a run to the store. I use this one for a gym as sort of a pre-workout fragrance, but definitely one for the spring days whenever the sun is not so bright outside, all right? Second fragrance we have on deck for us is from the brand of Montblanc. Now this one here is probably not the most talked about Montblanc fragrance, but I really love it, and I'm glad I got my hands on it. This one here is called Montblanc Explor Blue, okay? So Explor Blue from Montblanc is gonna be a fresh, aquatic, sort of Sicilian orange and bergamot fragrance. It's gonna have some sea notes in it. It's also gonna have some ambergris, it's gonna have some pink pepper, and it's gonna have some woods and patchouli. So picture a really nice aromatic, marine, sort of aquatic fragrance, but it does have a little bit of fresh spiciness, a little bit of amber in it as well to give it a little bit of a spring kick. And so it's not so much a summer citrusy fragrance. It's not gonna be just some oceanic fresh fragrance. It's definitely gonna have a level of exotic fruits and a level of characteristic that is a really nice spring fragrance. It smells so fresh, like fresh out the shower. I love this one really, okay? Now this next one's gonna be a little bit of a, it's gonna be a little bit out of the ballpark, all right? So the fragrance is gonna be a little different. Even when I acquired the previous version and I had this one, is one when I saw the description of it, whenever the person in the fragrance shop was telling me about it, I was thinking, I was like, that's gonna work. Like that's a fragrance that is popular, but sure enough, I got my nose on it. I've worn it out. This is definitely a great compliment getter for the springtime. It's very appropriate. This one is a Jean Paul Gaultier fragrance. Not one of the ones I talk about the most, but this one here is Le Beau, and this is Le Parfum. Le Beau Le Parfum. So Le Beau Le Parfum is gonna be a fresh but a more seductive spring fragrance, okay? This one's gonna have some coconut, it's gonna have some tonka bean, some bergamot. So it's got a unique twist, especially having coconut. You don't see a whole lot of coconut fragrances. That sort of pina colada, you're gonna have some pineapple and iris as well. So I mean, just think of a real sort of coconutty, sort of like pine, sort of like that fresh cocktail type of fragrance you would wear to the beach, all right? But along with the pineapple, with the iris, along with the coconut, you're definitely gonna have some tonka bean, some sandalwood, and then some ginger as well to give it a fresh kick. But this one here is really nice, good projection, good sillage, definitely a nice outdoorsy fragrance. And then one where, you know, you have a nice breeze outside, it's a little cooler outside. And with that, you're gonna be able to really turn some heads with this fragrance, in my opinion, all right? Next fragrance we have on the list, one of my more recent gets to the collection, a really nice floral fragrance. This next one is a floral, but also a nice citrusy fragrance. This one is from the brand of Issey-Miyake, and this one here is called L'Eau de Parfum, okay? L'Eau de Parfum. So this one is gonna be a nice citrusy fragrance with some floral notes and an aromatic touch. It's gonna also have some wood in there, a nice wide array of fragrance notes. You're definitely gonna get that yuzu, you're gonna get that orange, you're gonna get that bergamot, you're gonna get that cypress, you're also gonna get some lily, you get some musk and some vetiver. So again, if you want a floral fragrance, if you like floral fragrances, you like that sort of fresh air sort of fragrance, you're definitely gonna like this one here. A slept on compliment getter too, you know, especially even when you look at the bottle, you wouldn't think of it as sort of a floral fragrance. You maybe would think of this as sort of an airy and musky fragrance, and it does have some musk in it, but it is definitely not the overarching undertone of it. It is definitely a pretty versatile fragrance, and it's not that expensive. I think it was pretty moderate price, and especially if you can get it on a discount when it's available, you're looking at probably around $40 to $60. But for the array of notes and for the quality of the scent, you really can't beat it. It's actually not bad. So get your hands on that, all right? Coming down to the last fragrance of the day. Now this one, I know I don't talk about a whole lot, or I haven't talked about a whole lot, but that is not for lack of quality or lack of like for this fragrance. But this one here is from the brand of Alfred Dunhill. This one here is called Alfred Dunhill. This one is Icon Racing, okay? So Dunhill Icon Racing is gonna be a citrusy, aromatic, fresh, spicy, and warm spicy with some floral notes and lavender in it. Okay, you look at this green bottle, and this is a more green fragrance in my opinion. It smells like a fresh meadow to me. Okay, you're gonna have notes of grapefruit, cardamom, you're gonna have some orange blossom, lavender, pepper, musk, and wood. So a really nice, versatile, fresh fragrance. It smells like freshly cut grass, mixed with some floral lavender, like freshly clean cloves, and then mixed with some aromatic, what is that? Let's say like an aromatic, some aromatic spicing. That cardamom really is good. That it gives it sort of a little bit of a sweetness, but not a sweetness like vanilla sweetness, but like a fresh sweetness. But nonetheless, this one doesn't have the best lasting power. Also, it's about moderate projection, right? So you are gonna have to respray it. But this is one where people are like, what is that you're wearing? I need to know what that is. So it creates conversation. It definitely garners your compliments. And this one is another one, fresh daytime scent. You're going out, you're probably going out for lunch, you're going out for brunch maybe. Wear this, pop out with it, and you won't be disappointed, all right? So let's recap. But you want a nice, fresh, projecting gem fragrance for the springtime, bang, you're gonna come with this one here. Allure on Sport OS3. You want a nice, fresh and clean aquatic sea breeze, mineral, and marine fragrance for the springtime, bang, you're coming with this one here. This is Montblanc Explor Ultra Blue. You want a nice sort of pina colada, coconutty, and pineapple fragrance for the springtime, bang, you come with this one, Le Beau, Le Parfum. You want a nice floral, fresh fragrance for the springtime, La Eau de Sea by Parfum, Issey Miyake. Lastly, you want a fresh green meadow fragrance with a little bit of spices and woods. You're gonna come with this one here, Alfred Dunhill Racing, okay? There you go, guys. We got 5 fragrances for the springtime. Okay, we appreciate all you guys who continue to type in, to continue to rock with the channel. We continue to subscribe to the channel. Remember to subscribe down below. Make sure to comment whatever videos you want me to do coming forward, and we'll catch you on in the next one. Much love.